but people who are refined in their politics, people who are decent in their politics, what do you have as a group for those people? And I also want to tell all of us here that let us be bold and stand for upright things. If people are shaping ethnic sentiments for parochial political skullduggery, let us be able to point them out, regardless the tagging people will give us. If you are cowards in that manner and we cannot speak out, it will continue. But I believe strongly that if we have few people who will stand up in the society and be ready to speak against the ills of society, things may change. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel Akwa, Communications Director, NPP, Western Region. 2 questions. Okay, let me make it 3. Madam, please be snappy. I think let's take one for now.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm Akenu Pos. Just a normal voter or a normal citizen. But my question goes to the NDC guys. When we listen to the NDC men or representatives in that respect, when we listen to the president on the IEA, he failed to mention the national one-time health insurance. And also, the people who were there, the audience failed to also ask him questions because perhaps they may not want propaganda. But my question here, what has happened to it now? And right now, the question I want to ask them again too. When he was asked the issues that has been raised at the Ghana Gas, he said he doesn't know how it was formed. He was not part of the formation, so he doesn't know the formation because it is a private company of which Ghana has been invested, or Ghana has been financed with 100% finance of the private man's company. So there's no point knowing a private man's company, how it was formed, but it has been financed with the nation's money. If the president failed to continue with the national health insurance, the one-time health insurance promised by the ex-president, our late president, Professor Mills, how will then continue with the free SHS in their 10 or 20 years they are promising? If that time their flag bearer failed to continue with the free SHS, where would be the position of Ghana? They should answer. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think we'll take 2 more questions and then please, reps, what will be happening is that as you answer these questions, you wrap it up. Because time is really not on our side at all.
I'm Nana Samoa from KZFM. My question goes to all the political parties. During your intonation, like you said, you commented on the education, agriculture, infrastructure. But Ghana here, always you've been talking of peace. But our political party, at the stage right now, all you hear on the radio said it's insults. When given the power, again, to rule the country, what are you going to do about political insults? Thank you.
You're welcome, my brother. I think this is the last question.
My name is Hassan Mohammed from the MPP. And please, I want to ask a question. The unemployment rate in this country is very high, and we have a minister under the ruling party telling the whole Ghana that they've created 1.8 million jobs. And I just want the NDC Regional Propaganda Secretary to tell us what they will do to create more jobs for Ghana and Western region. And 2, they promise one-time health insurance, they reduce petrol drastically and STS, etc. And we've not seen anything about it, and they are still promising. And we just want to ask them whether those promises were empty promises or what. They should tell us something about what they promised us last time, and it's not even in their manifesto. So they should tell us something about it so that we can believe what they are telling us now.
I believe these to all the parties. Last question. This is for me. That's myself. Now, with your promises, your major promises, will they be fulfilled in your first term or second term? This is my question.
Thank you very much, my brother. On the issue of the one-time premium, we are all aware, except that some people do not want to speak the truth. There are laws in Ghana. Whatever you do, you must obey the laws. We came in, there was an existing law. That law had to be changed before the new one brought in. Cabinet did its part on the issue of one-time premium. We sent the matter to Parliament. Parliament is seriously working on it. But there is one critical thing that we need to look at, and then put aside political expediency. When we came in, we saw that with the National Health Insurance Scheme, sometimes prescriptions, somebody needing maybe 10 tablets of paracetamol, sometimes we prescribe about 100 of that, and government pays when the clinical audit was done. Sometimes a man like you and I is noted as giving birth in a hospital through cesarean section. Government pays for that. When government saw that our payments on the national to service providers was increasing, we had to do a very serious clinical audit. When we did it, we saw all these loopholes. So government has addressed that part. As Angora here, we saw that one person, a health insurance manager, one person took away 1.2 billion old Ghana cedis. If you are implementing one-time health insurance and people are chopping monies like that everywhere, you go to Kumasi County Clinic around Abripo area, that hospital, they chop about 1.something billion cedis. This is all over. If you want to implement one-time premium and people are stealing money like that, Master, will the one-time premium be successful? So there was the need, we do away with all these rots. So after, when finally the law is passed, then we can put in place the one-time premium, all that all of us are looking for. So we have not reneged on our promise. Seriously, we are working on that. So my brother, once the thing has got into Parliament, definitely, and once the rot has been done away, definitely it will come to pass. So be rest assured. Ghana Gas Company, we all listened to the president during the IEA lecture. What the president said was that, an answer to the question was that, truly, Ghana Gas Company has been formed. But these allegations have already come. But what he had done about that was that he called the chief executive in charge. He allowed the chief executive to brief him. As a result of that, a committee has been set to look into the matter. Until that committee comes out with its findings, there was nothing he could do about it. So my brother, once a good step has been taken, let us take our time. With His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, I believe he will never let us down. Finally, on jobs in the Western region, you need not talk about it. We are bringing manganese processing plant, which the MPP rejected. Seriously speaking, it will come. Quite apart from that, there are other facilities that we are bringing. All will come. When finally all come, that, like the railway, like the small fishing harbors that we intend to build, when all of them come on board, jobs will certainly be created. And you remember, some $100 million will be set aside for you and I, students after school. When you have a good business plan, we give you part of that money, because government cannot employ everybody. But what the best thing government can do is to create such a fund. When you need something to establish your business, we give you part of it. You should clap for that. And let us stop political expediency and move on as a people. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, my brother Maxwell Ahinkra from the PPP.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I want to address an issue that was raised earlier about ethnicity. See, in the United States of America, They have 50 states. And every kind of human being lives there. We have Chinese, we have Ghanaians, we have Nigerians, we have people from every walk of life living in America. And you know what's funny? There's absolutely nothing wrong with knowing who you are and knowing where you come from. But ethnicity is a big problem here. And we need to address it. We need to address it and address it positively. Very, very positively. Whatever America is enjoying right now is sacrifices that have been made for over 200 years. Now, in America, they say people live the American dream. I want to wake up to a time where my grandchild will say, you know what, I'm living the Ghanaian dream. We need to sacrifice. We need to make sacrifices. I made a comment about incorruptible, competent leadership. When PPP comes to power, we are going to work with Ghanaians, not Airways, not Gans. I'm even ashamed to say that. I call myself a Ghanaian, and that's it. When you meet somebody in America, the first thing they ask you is, what part of the state are you from? They don't say, what are you? You're American, first and foremost, that's it. It bugs me when all of us here come, we talk about a lot of things. You know, we go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But guess what? We're still a poor country, believe it or not. So this means that the formula or the systems that have been put in place have now worked. It needs to change. It can be changed. And it must change now. It's not a joke. We need serious people. People who would come and not politicize everything. We need people, men and women, who are ready to serve. I think that the people you're going to serve must be more important to you than the office you're trying to occupy. And until we can change our mindsets in a way such that all we want to think about is development, Ghana is not going anywhere. You know, we come up with all these big figures. You know, this person has done that, this person has done this person has done that. But inadvertently, we need money in our pockets. Think. The system needs to change, and change is now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is Maxwell Ahinkra from the PPP, sounding very American. Agra, my 3 minutes, because I don't play with my time at all.
Thank you very much. Because I may not get the opportunity to address this issue again, I may want to do a little clarification. When my brother Mohammed was speaking, he mentioned something about the Eurobond, and he said that the MPP government has gone for the Eurobond and squandered the money. I think this is not the truth. On June 15, 2009, the Minister of Finance, Dr. Adokufo, wrote a letter to the IMF, and he explained that not the entire $750 million has even arrived, and it was left with a balance of $165 million. But what had come, the MPP government, in his own words, used it for prudent